Hello, salutations, what it do? It's that game, Raw Father, Durag gang, you know the vibes, like, subscribe, let's get it. Welcome, Durag Nation. We are back for another Gotham Knights stream. We got Uncle Casual, oldest man in the game. What's up? Exclamation mark casual in the chat. Support the homie. What's up, King? What's up, Rerum? Capte, what it do? 89, Lucky Raygun. What up? Getting ready for this Fed Hood gameplay. Apparently it's high level, so all the people that were saying they wanted to see good players and good builds, this should be that stream. We're doing elite raids all morning, grind don't stop. I see. I have not played an elite raid since I did it with the Discord. Think the person playing will be bad. So much hate already. Speaking of hate, I got a hilarious video dropping later. It's already available right now for members. Ezreal being added to Gotham Knights. Multiverse toxic as hell. That's pretty much every fighting game. And they have, like they haven't got gameplay from him in a while. We actually just got gameplay from Robin last week when they did the exploring the open world of Gotham. I clipped out some of it and posted it on the channel, but all the gameplay from that last IGN showcase of the open world was Robin, who will be my main on day one. But definitely would like some more. I just want all the Robin gameplay. I want a full, uninterrupted 20 minutes of Robin. What's up, Jace? Chillin'. How you doing, my friend? Waiting for this gameplay to kick off. What's up, Cleo? Got the countdown going. So once it's done, we're gonna switch over to IGN. There we got Dragon Ball episodes playing in Fortnite. Yeah, I saw. They also got a promo for the new Dragon Ball movie on the screen. They definitely went all in for this Dragon Ball collab. I'll give them that. Creator code Durag for all of your Epic Game Store needs. If you're planning on getting some Dragon Ball Fortnite skins. It just gives a portion of the money you spent to me instead of to Epic Games. And Epic Games has plenty of money. They're gonna make $1 billion off this Dragon Ball thing. Might as well use creator code Durag. Give me a little 5%. Got the night mid pack in the H-Town. You could tell H-Town definitely already pre-ordered Gotham Knights. He's so excited. CBZ and Fort Nutcracker, we're gonna stop. Have access to the gameplay showcase now. You'll share it with you first of all one time. Uncle Casual. Hustle Casual. Casual the hustler. Always got a new way to make a buck. What are my thoughts on Rise of Skywalker? Random, but I did not enjoy that movie. It's been years since I've seen it, but I did go to the theater and it was indeed bad. In my opinion. Rise of Skywalker. Real supremacy. I have not been a fan of the recent Disney Star Wars out. Pretty much most of the Disney Star Wars output, outside of the Mandalorian and Rogue One, have not really enjoyed Disney Star Wars so far. The Rogue One was the best thing they did, and it was basically just an average movie with a really cool ending. That's pretty much the most that people remember. The main thing people remember about Rogue One is that one Darth Vader scene. It's the best part of the whole movie. I definitely wouldn't put Rogue One as S tier. It had an S tier Darth Vader scene. It was a B C tier movie with the S tier clip at the end. Andor, at least Andor's production quality looks good. I don't know if it'll be any good, but at the very least, it looks like they spent money on it. Book of Boba Fett. You can tell Book of Boba Fett was mid because they got bored halfway through and just did 2 episodes of The Mandalorian. They're so bored with their own show. They were like, let's just throw in a couple episodes of The Mandalorian. What's up, Herb? How you doing, my friend? Good seeing you whipping that racist. Always. Beating up racists is one of my hobbies. Hope your hearts and wilds of Marvel Future Revolution. If you're a Wolverine fan, there you go. Did I hear Dragon Ball's in Fortnite? I'm pretty sure everyone has heard that Dragon Ball's in Fortnite. It is everywhere on the timeline. I got an Epic Game Store creator code just because Dragon Ball is coming to Fortnite, even though I have no intention of actually reinstalling Fortnite. Did Ezra apologize? I had no idea. I guess WB talked to Ezra, was like, look, we really want to release this movie. It costs us $300 $300 million. Please just apologize. What does creator code even do? It gives your favorite creator 5% of the money that you are giving to Epic Games. So instead of all of your money going to the Epic Games Corporation, 5% of it goes to your content creator of choice. So if you are going to be buying some Dragon Ball skins, creator code Durag at checkout helps out my channel, and make sure all the money doesn't go to a giant corporation. Multiverses got deleted. No, Lejeune. Lejeune constantly runs into sweats in multiverses, and he gets so mad. It's hilarious. It's such great content. This is unfortunate. I absolutely love watching Lejeune rage while playing multiverses. I'll be very disappointed. You got to come back at least for Morty. Wolverine's getting mad love lately. Hopefully he'll come to see these Avengers. Yeah, they're getting ready for this big X-Men push over the next few years for sure. What's up, Jibbix? Is Gotham Knights still next gen only? Yep, it is too late to change their mind. They changed their mind and said next gen only, so there's no going back. The game comes out in October. Looks weird seeing Dragon Ball characters shoot with a gun. It looks even weirder seeing Dragon Ball characters get sturdy and do the whoa. Did I see the She-Hulk reviews? Nah, I never look at reviews from critics right before a show comes out, because it's just access media. All of them are going to say it's great because they get to see it early. Damn, bad. I really just can't relax and play it. Review another Batman Arkham game. Yeah, I think once they finally, I think a big part of the problem is that they didn't add rank, which a lot of people were expecting, and they definitely should have had day one. But once they actually have rank, it will not be nearly as toxic, because you could just play casually. But because there's no rank, everybody is thrown in, and their system for pairing is pretty trash. so you will just randomly run into sweats. This point for Avengers, you're thinking your next update is the anniversary. Yeah, that's probably it. How you doing, Ability? Everyone just calling it woke. I mean, when they were the stars and the director, when they were promoting She-Hulk, they literally said it was the main thing they focused on when creating the show was diversity, inclusion, representation, women first, feminism. So yeah, they're not hiding it. They knew exactly what kind of show they wanted to make. The question is it actually good? Now you can have Venom do a Kamehameha on Spider-Man. No cap, that Kamehameha is actually tough. Like, I thought it was just going to be an emote, but it's actually an attack, and it's pretty dope. At this rate, PS7 will be out. You'll still be struggling to get the 5. I'm sure you get it eventually. How are we getting closer and closer? Got about a minute left. So let's switch over. Getting ready for this gameplay. Gameplay today will decide if you pre-order the game or not. All right. Just said Hawk has been disrespected so much in MCU. That is true. You need to add Batwoman to what? Gotham Knights? I mean, they already have Batgirl. Just a little more. Here we go.
Gotham Knights may have 4 characters to choose from, but in truth, there are dozens of ways to make them fit your chosen playstyle. In this video, we're going to show you just this, with gameplay of 2 completely different high-level Red Hood builds.
Alright. High level, you hear that?
We made the decision, the Gotham Knights collectively were working together, and they were reflecting this notion of the Bat family. So our Red Hood, we wanted him to be aligned with the intentions of the rest of the family in that sense. He's still an angrier person, especially at the start of the story, but we wanted them all to be on board with the general notion that we are in walking the path of Batman after his death. All of them are on board with the non-lethal strategy. So the marksman tree is kind of self-explanatory. It's really about dealing more damage at range. Red Hood is our most range-focused character out of the Gotham Knights. So a lot of his abilities focus on, I have guns with non-lethal rounds, and I would like to make them as damaging as possible while remaining non-lethal.
There's a Kamehameha. That's what we wanted to see. So you can't have the same hero. So you can't pick 2 of the same hero as well.
Give me a hand. Heads up. I know that one hurt. There. That's it. This is it. That's how that works. Bet they wish they never got out of bed today.
It looks like it's going to be uninterrupted from now on. What's up, Flossie?
The Brawler skill tree
here we go.
is about melee combat, but more importantly, it's about powering up the fact that Red Hood is our largest character, and he's got the best grab and throw mechanics in Gotham Knights.
It's a big boy.
That's a really, sort of brutal hand-to-hand focused skill tree. So if you're into that style of play, it's a great place to invest early to get the most out of Red Hood.
All right, back to the gameplay. Riding the motorcycles. The gameplay reminds me of
taking your business elsewhere.
Remember the first look we got at Guardians of the Galaxy? The way the characters move reminds me of that.
Hey, look, more scumbag looking for a beat.
It's like really floaty. It looks like Star-Lord. What up, Craig? Oh, it's got a power shoulder tackle.
Missed.
Ooh. Those shotguns are pretty cool. He's got a shock build.
That was just a taste of the different ways you can build out your chosen hero in Gotham Knights. Stay tuned later this week where we'll be digging into skill trees and how they work. For more from our Gotham Knights IGN first, check out the first 16 minutes of gameplay or how the developers built their Gotham City on 400 years of history.
Pretty short.
Chosen playstyle. In this video, we're going to show you just this, with gameplay of 2 completely different high-level Red Hood builds.
That was really short.
We made the decision, the Gotham Knights
Blinking, you missed it.
Were working together, and they were reflecting this notion of the Bat family. So our Red Hood, we wanted him to be aligned with the intentions of the rest of the family in that sense. He's still an angrier person, especially at the start of the story, but we wanted them all to be on board with the general notion
Why does it show shirt?
We are in walking the path of Batman after his death. All of them are on board with the non-lethal strategy. So the marksman tree is kind of self-explanatory. It's really about dealing more damage at range. Red Hood is our most range.
Had to rewind that just because of how short it was.
Out of the Gotham Knights.
So it's how it clears. I mean, that was obvious from the beginning.
I have guns with non-lethal rounds, and
as soon as when they announced both games, I was immediately more interested in a Suicide Squad game where you fight the Justice League than another Arkham game, but without Batman. That attack is dope though. I will say that attack is dope.
Yeah, heads up. I know that one hurt.
They had. We're gonna rely on this and look at it.
That's it. This is it.
This is Mayhem.
That's how that works.
There was some cool stuff here. It was just like over really fast.
The Brawler skill tree is about melee combat, but more importantly, it's about powering up.
Four-player co-op is needed.
Is our
I don't think so. Not in this game.
He's got the best grab and throw mechanics in Gotham Knights. That's a really, sort of brutal hand-to-hand.
This is like a
skill tree. So
it's like an open world stealth type of game.
To invest early.
Co-op definitely fits the type of game this is. So I don't have an issue with that.
Taking your business.
I just wish the combat looked sharper and flowed smoother.
Hey, look, more scumbag.
What's up, Big B? You don't get eye dirty.
Here comes the boom.
You don't like that purple? You like them purple gloves? Them purple shot gloves?
Guess I really pissed them off.
I think Arkham Asylum looked 30 years ago looks better. The combat, I don't know about Asylum, but Arkham City, I mean the graphics aren't as good, but it's just the combat, the free-flowing combat.
That was just a taste of the different ways you can build out your chosen hero in Gotham Knights. Stay tuned later this week where we'll be digging into skill trees and how they work. For more from our Gotham Knights IGN first, check out the first 16 minutes of gameplay or how the developers built their Gotham.
It's like in the Rocksteady ones. It's only 4 minutes, but it was like the combat was really
Gotham
sharp.
Knights may have 4 characters to choose
and
from,
explosive.
but in truth, there are dozens of ways to make them fit your chosen playstyle. In this video, we're going to show
That's why I
you
compared
just
it more
this,
to.
with
That's why
gameplay of 2
that's why I brought up
completely
Guardians of the
different
Galaxy.
high-level Red Hood builds.
Guardians of the Galaxy combat reminds me of this, and that game was still
We made
great.
the decision, the Gotham Knights collectively were working together, and
But it's not that free-flowing combat that we're used
so
to.
Our Red Hood, we wanted him to be aligned with the intentions of the rest of the family in that sense. He's still an angrier
Definitely
person,
be playing Kate
especially
Girl
at the start of the story,
I
but
feel
we
you.
wanted them all to be on
Compared to
board
Electra.
with the general notion that we are in walking the path of Batman after his death. All of them are on board with the non-lethal strategy. So the marksman tree is kind of self-explanatory.
So later in the week, they're gonna break down the skill tree
at range. Red Hood is our most range-focused character out of the Gotham Knights. So a lot of his abilities.
Reminds you of Avengers.
I have.
It doesn't remind. That's the thing.
Non-lethal rounds.
After like watching the gameplay,
as damaging
this
as
is
possible,
in no way, shape, or form similar to Avengers in terms of gameplay. That's why I brought up Guardians of the Galaxy. The Avengers gameplay, if the way the characters move is a lot faster, a lot quicker, more explosive. Looks more responsive, more free flowing, because they base a lot of their combat off of like the Vince Napoli. He based his combat, you know, they looked at, you know, the Insomniac, they looked at the Rocksteadies. They looked at, he brought some of that stuff from God of War 2018.
That's how that works. Bet they wish they never got out of bed today.
This the combat in Gotham Knights looks a lot. It's a lot slower, a lot floatier.
It's about powering up the fact that Red.
It kind of looks like they're gliding.
Character. And he's got the best
Red Hood's not a fast character to begin with.
That's a really, you know, sort of,
so he looks a little stiff
and focused skill tree. So if you're into that style of play, it's a great place to invest.
They should have done Spider-Man. Nah, Spider-Man was perfect. You don't think this Avengers? Yeah, this is not at all like Avengers.
Taking your business elsewhere.
Hit the like, people. Y'all in here just kicking it. But absolutely, hit them like buttons. What are these suits? I haven't seen these suits yet, so these look new.
Guess I really pissed them off.
I remember seeing these suits in the showcase. You glad it isn't free flow because we wouldn't have co-op? Why couldn't they just keep the combat? I don't know, maybe it was an engine thing. You know, they clearly had some
taste of the different ways you can build out your chosen hero.
They clearly had some technical issues with this game.
Stay tuned later this week where we'll be digging into skill trees and how they work. For more from our Gotham Knights IGM first, check out the first 16 minutes of.
They definitely had some combat issues, some technical issues, because they ended up canceling
dozens of ways to make them
the last gen support.
In this video, we're going to show you just this, with gameplay of two completely different high-level Red Hood builds.
But there's definitely some cool stuff here. Some of the perks and stuff you could get on Red Hood looks pretty good.
Notion of the Bat family. So our Red Hood, we wanted him to.
But I just wish there was more gameplay. I was expecting a longer showcase.
At the start of the story, but we wanted them all to be on
starting off with Nightwing. I'm still starting off as Robin for sure.
That
he looks the best to me.
Path of Batman after his death. All of them are on board with the non-lethal.
You're enjoying Layer, thanks. Appreciate you.
Kind of self-explanatory. It's really about dealing more damage at range.
Co-op will work with free throw. There's literally AI co-op in Arkham Knight.
Out of the Gotham Knights.
And I mean, Avengers has 4 players, and their combat is free flowing.
Non-lethal rounds, and I would like to make them as damaging as possible.
And the Avengers engine is dog water. This game was built in Gotham Knights was built in Unreal. Damage numbers equals Marvel's Avengers. Jonathan, the whole marketing for this game was co-op. Need more Nightwing, Robin suits. That's not even close. What do you think of the showcase, Lejeune? As the resident Gotham Knights show. I just wish it was longer. But the more I look at Red Hood, the less I want to play him, to be honest.
There. That's it. This is it.
I do want to I just want to unlock that Kamehameha.
They never got out of bed today.
But Robin to me looks so much better.
The brawler skill tree is
Yeah, he looks so grumpy.
But more importantly, it's about powering up the fact that Red Hood is our largest character, and he's got the best grab and throw mechanics in Gotham.
He's definitely the brick of the team.
Brutal hand-to-hand.
He's just slow.
So if you're
he's a ranged brick.
Place to invest early. To get
Looks like you're just shooting, doing slams. Bricked up.
Taking your business elsewhere.
I mean, Red Hood's really popular. That's why they've been showing him. But I don't know. To me, the Robin gameplay that they've shown so far looks so much better. Batgirl too. That knee slide, ain't it? Making your boy look like dog water. Takes time as a jumping kick. Yeah, it's like really choppy. Captain if in.
That was just a taste of the different ways you can build
The perks they have look like they're going to be really cool.
Stay tuned later this week where we'll be digging into skill trees and how they work. For more from our Gotham Knights IGN first, check out the first 16 minutes of.
They're going to have all the elemental stuff. Download this real quick. So I can just put it on a loop. His dodge is what throws you off. The big guy, so you don't expect him to move like the others. Yeah, it's still, I don't know, still like it still just does it look like in Avengers, like hate to bring up Avengers, but like in Avengers, Hawk is a brute. But he's got some smooth dodges.
Gotham Knights may have 4 characters to choose from, but in truth, there are dozens of ways to make them fit your chosen playstyle. In this video, we're going to show you just this, with gameplay of 2 completely different high-level Red Hood builds.
We made the decision, the Gotham Knights collectively were working together, and they were.
Whereas Red Hood just seems super stiff.
We wanted him to be aligned with the intention.
That's why I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy is a perfect comparison.
Especially at the start of the story.
Because the gameplay looks just like that. That's the main reason why. That's one of the main reasons why.
Walking the path of Batman.
That's one of the main reasons why
All of them are on board with the
I wasn't necessarily excited for Guardians of the Galaxy at first.
Most range-focused character out of the Gotham Knights, so a lot of his abilities focus on
But the game ended up being really good.
I would like to make them as damaging as possible.
Like not just the story and the writing and everything, but the actual combat once you got it actually in your hands, it felt a lot better than it looked. So happy they put this on PS5. This particular game, I'm guessing that they had to put it on PS5, otherwise this game would be coming out in 2023 like Midnight Suns. Guardians combat was kind of dog water. I enjoyed the combat. I thought the downside was that you can only play Star Lord, but I thought the perks were really cool. The enemy design was really good.
Skill tree is about
It was fun once you get into it. And this definitely looks smoother and more varied than the Guardians of the Galaxy gameplay.
In Gotham Knights. That's a really,
but they're definitely similar.
Hand-to-hand focused skill tree. So if you're into that style of play, it's a great place to invest early to get the most out of it.
People don't see that Red Hood is primary range and probably has one melee combo. No, we knew that going in. We're commenting on just in general how the combat looks. Like we could see, obviously from the combat, he's got a lot of melee stuff. He's got kicks. He's got double strikes. He's got grabs and slams. He's got shoulder tackle. We're just in general talk about the movement, the way it looks. How quickly he bounces from enemy to enemy, how he dodges. Like no one's concerned about the range aspect. We're just more looking at how fluid the combat itself looks. Story better be peak, because combat definitely not going to carry. True. Rocksteady sound to exploit people on what combat and story mechanics. Not anything that is different gets dragged for it. Think you pick the game up on sale. No way you're paying almost $100. He done spreading hella vibranium effects. It does. It definitely looks like a combination of Shock in Avengers with the vibranium color.
Where we'll be digging into skill trees and how they work. For more from our Gotham Knights IGN first, check out the first 16 minutes of gameplay or how the
I should stream the Arkham Knight game. Yeah, I've talked about that before.
History.
I said I'd probably stream Arkham Knight during October.
Gotham Knights may have 4 characters to choose from, but in truth,
talk about the IGN trailer. People were asking where his melee combos.
In this video, we're going to show you just this, with gameplay of 2.
Yeah, he's got them. I mean, I've seen some stuff.
Fields.
Oh my god, did y'all peep that?
We made the decision. The Gotham Knights collectively
did y'all peep that lag? Did y'all peep that desync?
So we wanted him to be aligned with the intentions of the rest of the family in that sense. He's still an angrier person, especially at the start of the story, but we wanted them all to be on board with the general notion that we are in walking the path of Batman after his death. All of them are on board with the non-lethal strategy. So the marksman tree is kind of self-explanatory.
Hold up, let me
dealing more damage at range. Red Hood is our most range-focused character.
Let me pull this back up. Y'all, I just peeped that. Man did a suspended elbow drop. This man did a suspended elbow drop. This man froze midair. Holy! Somebody missed this on the editing team. Whoever edited this video forgot to cut this part out. Delay people's elbow. Oh no. Y'all editors gotta be sharper.
Gotham Knights may have 4 characters to choose from.
Y'all
but in
editors
truth,
gotta be
there are
sharper than that.
dozens of ways to make them fit your
I gotta
chosen
catch that
playstyle.
stuff
In this video,
before
we're
you
going to
get this to
discuss
IGN.
this with gameplay of 2 completely different high-level Red Hood builds.
Need to know 2022 what's the best gaming computer for around $1,000.
We made
I mean, this would be your first
the Gotham Knights
gaming computer, but you want the best graphic.
Working together, and they were reflecting this notion
So you
of
can
that
DJ,
family.
you make your
So
own music.
our Red
That
Hood,
definitely
we
sounds
wanted to
like
be
some
aligned
keywords
with
that you
the
could find
intentions of the rest of the
that you
family.
can throw in
That's
YouTube,
so
and they should find
person,
something for you.
especially at the start of the
Same with
story.
Google.
But we wanted them all to be on board.
I don't have a
with the
gaming
general
PC, so
notion that
I'm not
we
I'm
are
not sure, but
walking the path of
there's
Batman,
I'm sure
Batman
plenty of YouTube
that
videos
all of
and
them
top
are
10
on
lists
board
breaking
with the
down
non-lethal strategy.
affordable
So the marksman tree is
gaming
very
computers.
self-explanatory. It's really about
They wildin'.
dealing more damage at range. Red
I mean,
Hood
you're not going to get a
are
great
more range
PC
focused
gaming computer for
out of
$1,000.
the Gotham
I
Knights,
know that.
so
I
a
know
lot of
like
it
high
is
end.
focus on,
I know
I
game
have
PCs
guns
that
with non-lethal rounds, and
that
I would like to
can handle high end
as efficient
games.
as possible while remaining
Probably going to run you at least 2, but you might be able to get something at a bargain. People's elbow was frozen because Red Hood was narrating to the audience. Everything else looked okay, but I peeped that. I was like, wait a minute. That definitely caught me off guard. That some of the enemy dialogue keeps going after they take it down. You feel bad for hating on escaping in it. I don't think don't even like you shouldn't hate on stuff. Like you should just be like me. Just tell it like it is. If there's something good, say what's good. If there's something off, point it out. Doesn't have to be hate. I know shills will often make the argument that any form of criticism is hate, but they're shills for a reason.
In Gotham Knights, that's a really sort of brutal.
Yeah, in the gameplay showcase
into that style of
for your $70 game, you should not have desyncing. You should edit that out. I still think other aspects of this showcase have been cool. Red Hood has some cool moves. Excited to experiment some build options, but like I said before, this is definitely not the most polished game. I'm just hoping once launched, it's mostly functional. I mean, we've seen a solid portion of continuous gameplay. We got the Mr. Freeze encounter. We got 16 minutes of Batgirl. So it seems to hopefully it runs. We got stretches of uninterrupted gameplay with multiplayer. I think multiplayer will probably cause the most issues because that's just the nature of multiplayer. But single player probably is going to run a lot smoother. Just my guess.
That was just a taste of the different ways you can build out your chosen hero in Gotham Knights.
Someone said Gotham Arkham Asylum was bad. Holy.
Into skill trees and how they work. For more from our Gotham Knights,
honestly hope every game succeeds. Every game has its own
minutes of gameplay.
That hard players.
Built their Gotham
I don't
City
hope
on
every game
400
succeeds.
years
I hope
of history.
the games that deserve it succeed. I hope that the games that ideally I want every game that goes into development to work out for everyone involved. I want the devs to put out a good product. I want the executives to not to get out of the way. I want the players to be happy. Ideally.
Collectively were working together,
but if
So our Red Hood,
a game is
we
trying to
wanted to
deceive
align
players
the
and
intentions of the rest of the family.
there's a lot of
He's still
shady
an
stuff
angrier
going on
person,
that no, I don't
especially
want
at
that
the
game
start
to
of the
do well.
story. But we
I don't care
wanted them
how
all
much
to
the
be on
players
board
like it or
with
wanted
the
to
general
succeed.
notion that we are in walking the path of Batman. after
Graphics look
his
way
death,
better than the
all
gameplay
of
a few
them
months
on
ago,
board
but still not on the
with the
2022
novel
level.
strategy. So the marksman tree is kind of self-explanatory. It's really about dealing more damage at range. Red Hood is our most
The only one,
focused.
you wasn't saying Arkham style is bad. You're saying that the oldest Arkham game is still better. And it's, I don't know if, I wouldn't say it's, I don't know if it's better. I mean, just because a game is old, just because an old game is better than a new game, I mean, that doesn't mean anything. Like, there are a lot of really old games that are just great. Like, Arkham Silence is one of the best games, period. Especially of the genre. So it's just it being, if it ends up being better than Gotham Knights, that's not a knock on Gotham Knight. You know, there are plenty of really good movies that aren't as good as The Godfather too. You know. My main concern with this game is going to be the performance, because I think the story sounds cool. I like the characters. I'm like what I'm seeing of the perks. I'm just concerned with the performance. What they need to do is release a long sequence of gameplay instead of short ones. Yeah, that would definitely help. Like the Batgirl one, I thought helped. Just 16 minutes of continuous gameplay, uninterrupted with a Batgirl. That was really cool. They should do that for each character, and they should also do it with co-op. Like, it's one thing to show 16 minutes of continuous gameplay with a single player, but I want to also see it uninterrupted with a multiplayer act. I think that'll show people. They need a little more of that, because we got that with the Nightwing and Red Hood showcase, and that's kind of where all the negative views of Gotham Knights started popping up once people saw that co-op demo with Nightwing and Red Hood. That's when things kind of went off the rails in terms of public perception. So if they could get some polished co-op, some extended polished co-op gameplay, I think that would be good. Preferably not with Red Hood, because I think what hurts it is that Red Hood is just inherently a slower, less agile character. Why are we comparing this game to Avengers? Because every superhero game, no matter what, gets compared to Avengers.
That was just a taste of the different ways you can build out your chosen hero in Gotham Knights. Stay tuned.
DC Universe looks better than this. That's cap.
Skill trees and how they work.
I played DC Universe in 2022. It does not look better than this. That is cap.
Or how the developers built
Appreciate this, Matthew. Welcome to Durag Game.
400 years of history.
That is 100% cap. DC Universe online does not look better than this. It's dark. Appreciate that sub. Welcome to Durag Game.
But in truth, there are dozens of ways to make them fit your chosen playstyle. In this video, we're going to show you
maybe when DCUO has its next gen upgrade next year, those graphics are not those graphics are dog water, bro. I mean, the graphics are good for a game that came out a decade ago, but come on now, stop the cap. Stop the cap. What's up, Arian? I'm chilling. How you doing? Not gonna lie, the Batgirl gameplay actually had you intrigued until you saw the rest of what they showed the next 2 years.
We wanted them all to be on board with the general notion that we are in
the blog win.
Path of Batman after his death.
Yeah, dev blog win indeed. My current theory is that the dev blog is not coming out because they're waiting for the Embracer Group Q&A to see if they're going to have jobs next month. They want to. I think they're holding off on the dev blog because they want to see if the Embracer Group is going to announce that they're shutting down or getting support during their live stream on Thursday. That's my current theory. I think the devlog is a theory, is a rumor. Or just when, maybe Wednesday. They're doing another early access skin promo. Bob Duck and Weave is getting the next skin for free, but he won't tell me what it is. He claims he doesn't know yet. I feel like he knows though. But I don't care at all. I'm not even going to cover the skin on Wednesday. We're going to talk about something else.
That's how that works. Bet they wish they never got out of bed today.
Are you getting early access for Gotham Knights? I don't know. I hope so.
The brawler skill tree is about melee combat.
That happens at work. You'll be.
It's about powering up.
Yeah, bro. It's going to be. Well, it's going. Well, the Q&A is at 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, that's going to be tough. But we going to do it. That's how much I'm dedicated to Durag Nation. I'm going to stay up at 3. I'm going to stay up at 3 o'clock in the morning and start streaming a Q1 webcast for Embracer Group. Am I streaming the Saints Row? Only if they send me a copy.
Taking your business elsewhere.
Did I get early access summer skins? No, I don't get. No, that's why I only have one. They don't give me early access to anything. Avengers only gives early access to the content creators that are in their special Discord. And the reason why they're not giving me early access to anything is because they're mad that I don't kiss their ass enough. They don't like that I've criticized the game before instead of just praising it constantly. So I don't get early access to anything. Elden Stream ring when? Elden Stream never. Elden Stream never. Yeah, no. Even though I'm the biggest Avengers content creator, they won't put me in a creator program.
Stay tuned later this week where we'll be digging into skill trees and how they work. For more from our Gotham Knights IGN first, check out the first 16 minutes of gameplay or how the developers.
How many Avengers YouTubers are there left? Most of them left. Exactly. There's still some on Twitch, but the biggest ones on Twitch are Lejeune and Revealing Too Much, and the only ones left on YouTube are me and Bob.
In this video, we're going to show you
Jay barely streams Avengers anymore.
Different high-level Red Hood
he'll play Avengers when something's worthwhile, but the only consistent Avengers YouTubers are me and Bob and Casual. Stardust is like a news channel. He doesn't do a lot of gameplay stuff, but yeah, it's basically me, Stardust. On YouTube, it's basically me, Stardust, Casual, and Bob. Trix hasn't been posting lately. Lejeune hasn't been posting lately.
With the general notion that we are in walking the path of Batman after his death.
Like that, just the hero.
Yeah,
it gotta be.
The marksman tree is kind of self-explanatory.
I was like looking from the sidelines at people just pretending like everything was okay with the game. I'm just like, nah, I can't do that.
A lot of his abilities focus on
me, Stardust, Bob, and Casual need to do a stream together. Funny you should say that. Me, Casual, and Jay Shockblast are working on something together. We're working on a collab, so look out for that. We should have something this week. Me, Jay Shockblast, and Casual. We got something cooking up. Stardust is hilarious. Yeah. This man Stardust got drunk during High Ruler's last stream and gifted him 30 subs. This man spent like all of his YouTube money gifting High Ruler subs because he was so drunk. Spaceship Blast, right? Ever since the roadmap incident, Lejeune had to lay low.
That's how that works.
Can you switch between characters while in free roam without going back to headquarters? That I don't know. Ever playing Red Hood sucks. The Shields collaboration. Back.
It's about powering up.
This is supposed to be high level elite Red Hood gameplay. What are you talking about? These are clearly the best. These are at the roadmap. That's the funny thing. Lejeune took an L in the moment, but he was 100% right.
So if you're into that style of play, it's
I mean, he was right in the wrong way because he posted fake information, but he was ultimately right. What about R. Jordy? Oh yeah, R. Jordy. Yeah, All Jordy does his build stuff. You know, Nate Ace. You know, smaller YouTubers that still do their Avengers thing for sure. You throw in Yardrat Hearts, but pretty much all the large creators that used to cover the game, a lot of them bailed. Like, they didn't even get, the crazy thing is Caboose is like a really big creator, and they didn't even give him early access to the skins, the summer skins. They could have reached out to Caboose and had him do a stream or something for the summer skins. Loving the color of the Red Hood skin. Their marketing is just horrible. He got him, he just don't care. I remember they used to pay people to stream the game.
Just a taste of the different ways you can build out your chosen hero in Gotham.
Their marketing is down tremendous.
Later this week, where we'll be digging into skill trees.
Caboose hasn't got time. He still covers stuff. He'll still post, you know, skins and stuff, but they are not taking advantage. They're not taking advantage of the creators that they have.
Gotham Knights may have
as soon as Suicide Squad is out, you're going from Avengers.
But in truth, there are dozens
if it's still supported, yeah. 2023 is a long time.
In this video, we're going to show you just this, with gameplay of two completely different high-level.
What's going to happen tomorrow's Avengers Winter Soldier? Either they're going to release Winter Soldier, or they're not. That's pretty much what we're waiting for.
The Gotham Knights.
We're waiting. I think since they're still not releasing the blog, the only thing we can do is wait for that Embracer group Q&A to see if we can get some clarity on the future of the game.
But we wanted them all to be on board with the general notion that we are walking the path of Batman.
Will the piece you slot to your characters be visible piece by piece, or will it be like Avengers where you can pick up gear but it's not visible?
So the marksman tree is kind of self-explanatory.
So gear itself, we can tell from the gameplay that he has some of the gear he has like is the gloves, like they're the purple shot gloves. You can see that glowing on him. But they said that the outfits that you pick up is separate gear, and you'll be able to mix and match and customize them. So the gear itself is not the gear itself with the perks are not going to reflect the character's appearance, I don't think. But the outfits, which you can pick up in pieces, are going to, and they're going to have stats as well. And you can customize, you can change the color palette, you can mix and match. But we'll probably get to see it. We'll probably get to see a little bit more of it when they go over the skill tree later in the week. What if Wolverine joined Avengers? That would be a lot more popularity.
But more importantly, it's about powering up.
See, he doesn't say when they can release characters. Marvel tells them that.
And he's got the best.
Well, yes and no. Marvel Games tells them if they can use a character. They don't tell them when they can release content. they have to approve the content that if they want to develop it and everything, but when they're trying to determine a release date, that's mainly based on if the product, if it's actually ready. So they have to constantly check in with the devs, make sure it's not broken, make sure everything, you know, they can get it out on time, there's no hiccup. And, you know, they have to coordinate the marketing. Have I played Wolverine before? Yes, I have. Many times. In different games. What's up, Drew? How you doing? Evil West got delayed to November 2022. Oh yeah, I forgot about that game. That looked kind of fun. Honestly, there's still way worse games you could be playing besides this, but the bar for superhero games is so high now. Anything less is just unacceptable. I mean, there's not that many options left if you want to play superhero games. You basically, your choice is basically
that was just a taste of the
Avengers, you know, depending on how long that lasts, and
later this week where we'll be digging into
Gotham Knights. That's it for this year.
Gotham Knights IGM first. Check out the
What'd you miss? Basically this. That's why I have the video playing on a loop. So if you just want to watch it, you can just, you know, check it out. So anyone that came in late, you just watch it. I have this on a loop. But it is a short showcase.
But in truth, there are dozens.
Why does Red His Default look like Deadpool? That's the design.
We're going to show you just this.
I see a trailer for Forspoken. I've seen a couple of them. How am I? I'm doing good. How are you? We're in a video game drought. We're in a AAA video game drought, I will say. Because all the big games are getting delayed. There are a ton of games out there right now to play. Old and new. It's just people that are looking for big new AAA games are, you know, kind of in a holding pattern. I mean, I'm having fun right now. I have the Lego Marvel collection if I want to go through that. I'm playing Infamous First Light DLC. I'm playing a lot of, I've been covering Multiverses. That game's pretty fun.
Character out of the Gotham Knights.
I'm enjoying it. There's plenty of stuff to play.
Guns with,
you know, Spider-Man Remastered just dropped for PC.
Make them as damaging as possible while remaining non-lethal.
It'd be dope if they released the Arkham Knight outfit for Red Hood, because it's the same dude. Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine when it comes to game. I just hope it's going to be interesting if more stuff ends up getting delayed, because I don't know how much more delays people could take. my big hot take is that we're just setting up for a God of War delay. I just feel it. I feel like a God of War delay is definitely happening. I'm just waiting for it.
Bet they wish they never got out of bed today.
But we'll see. Hogwarts delayed. Yep, Hogwarts Legacy got delayed to February of next year. But they're having a new gameplay showcase soon though. Don't say that. I feel it. Hogwarts not saying nothing. Yeah, Hogwarts is I just saw on Twitter Hogwarts Legacy has a big gameplay showcase coming up, even though the game's delayed, they're still showing off gameplay. With Soldier about to be in Gotham Knights. There's a Black Cat mod in Spider-Man PC where you replace MJ with Black Cat. Mid. We're waiting for the Black Cat mod where you can replace Spider-Man with Black Cat. That's what we're waiting for. God, where he gets delayed, people are gonna start crying. You're literally right. People will actually cry.
Hey, look.
The guy where it gets delayed, PS5 going out the window. I know we're gonna get all sorts of those reactions. People are going to lose their minds. People are losing their minds just because God of War didn't announce their release date fast enough. If they delay it at this point, it's going to be mayhem. You'll intervene yourself. They like God of War. Next year's gonna be fire for games. Oh yeah, because of all the delays, next year is completely stacked. Suicide Squad, Spider-Man 2, Star Wars, Jedi Survivor, Hogwarts Legacy, Midnight Suns, Starfield, Redfall.
That was just a taste of the different ways you can
Next
build
year
out your
is
chosen
completely
hero
stacked.
in Gotham Knights. Stay tuned later.
Are we
this
getting
week, where we'll be
DLCs?
digging into skill trees
Travis, they
and
have not confirmed
for more from our Gotham
whether or
Knights
not they're
IGN
gonna do
verse, check
DLCs
out the
yet,
first
as
16
far as I
minutes
know.
of gameplay
I keep forgetting to
where our
ask the
developers
creative
built
director,
their Gotham City on
but they have not
400
announced
years
anything about
of
DLCs.
history.
Starfield clears, unfortunately. That is capped, unfortunately. Midfield is not clearing anything.
Gotham Knights may have 4 characters to choose from, but in truth, there are dozens of ways to make them fit your
Forspoken,
chosen
yep.
style. In this video, we're going to show you just this, with gameplay of 2
Left 4
completely
Dead remake was
different
let down.
high-level Red Hood builds.
Is there a release year for Wolverine? Nope. They have not updated us about Wolverine
We made the decision
in terms of
the
when it's
Gotham
coming out.
Knights collectively were
All
working
they did,
together, and
it basically has been pretty quiet since that PlayStation showcase for both Wolverine and Spider-Man 2. But D3 this September, we might get something for them.
But we wanted them all to
I'm probably going to talk about them at tomorrow. D3 pretty much confirmed what we suspected. They're going to be finally revealing that Skydance Media Marvel game that we've been waiting for. They're going to officially reveal it at D3, and they said it's an ensemble game. And the rumor before was that it was going to be a Fantastic Four game. So unless it's X-Men, that pretty much confirms that the Skydance Media game is going to be a AAA Fantastic Four game. Maybe a car duel game. No, they confirmed it's a AAA single player action adventure game from Amy Hennig from the Uncharted series, and it looks like it's going to be Fantastic Four. Did I already get bored of Outriders? I'm still working my way through that DLC. I have so many games I have to cover. There's so many games to play that just got lost because I still haven't played the new Tiny Tina Wonderland update. Like there's so much stuff, and I gotta prioritize stuff that does well on the channel and figure out ways to keep growing.
That's how that works.
Domain and Robin, yep. I've seen nothing to change my mind. Robin still looks the best.
The brawler skill tree.
Funny that all the games that should be delayed are still releasing, but the ones who did
it's about
getting delayed got pushed back.
Red Hood is our largest character, and he's got the best grab and throw.
Yeah, I've seen
in Gotham Knights.
I don't think a delay would have. I don't think a delay would help. Well, I hope a delay won't make a difference with Gotham Knights. I am a little bit concerned about the performance aspect. I will say. Gotham Knights is 2 players. Yep, 2-player co-op. Between Bobo, John Smith, H-Town, you know which is a worse troll. Definitely Bobo. Bobo easily has the worst takes. And is the worst person. Watch it be in a humans game? Nah. It was either going. I heard it was either going to be Daredevil. I heard it was basically between a Daredevil or a Fantastic Four game. And they said it's an ensemble, so it's gonna be F4. Both favorite game is that mobile Marvel game, so he definitely takes the most L's. Facts. What I think of Midnight Suns? I think people that are calling Gotham Knights a mobile game should definitely look at Midnight Suns.
Into skill trees and how they work. For more from our Gotham Knights IGN first, check out the first.
I'm just surprised Midnight Suns has gotten delayed so many times.
400 years of history.
Last gen must have really messed them up, because it's not an action game.
Gotham Knights may have
It's turn based. It's a turn based strategy game. It's not multiplayer.
In this video, we're going to show you just this, with gameplay of 2 completely different high-level Red Hood builds.
It's not this huge explorable open world from what I can tell.
We made the decision.
I'm curious why they're having so many issues with it.
Collectively, we're working together.
That shit messing up every game.
This notion of the Bat family. So our Red Hood, we wanted him to be aligned with the intentions of the rest of the family in that sense. He's still an angrier person, especially at the start of the story. But we wanted them all to be on board.
I'm never covering Future Revolution.
We are in walking the path of Batman after his death.
I would have to the amount of trouble that I would have to go through in order to set up my system so that I can stream Midnight Sun, so that I can stream Revolution, is not worth the effort.
So a lot of his abilities focus on, I have guns with non-lethal rounds, and
I do not want to go through all the hassle of setting up Future Revolution. Speaking, I mean, you talk about a dead game. That game's pretty much dead. Fortnite is going to add MODOK and aim. They should. That list those that do stream mode games. Somebody's got to do it. Yeah, cannot be me.
I know that one hurt.
Normally at this point, last gen is done being supported, but because of the lack of PS5 Series S testers, they have support. What I understand is, I think it's mainly lack of PS5s, because I can't imagine anyone's having trouble getting an Xbox. I've seen so many Xboxes. Dude, I saw PlayStations. Like, I randomly Googled PS5s on my phone during one stream, and I immediately found a PS5 for sale.
Is about melee combat, but more important,
and Xboxes were always easier to get.
The fact that Red Hood
is mainly people looking for PS5.
He's got the best grab and throw mechanics.
Marvel Snooze Revolution.
That's a really, sort of hand to hand.
I'm not trying to be in a position where I'm auto playing Future Revolution.
That style of play, it's a great place to invest.
Even though I love Wolverine, not enough to play that. Xbox always the storage you promised. Fact. Jay Shockblast was bragging that he bought like I think 8 Xboxes so far. Like because he was talking about how easy they are to get. Ray Johnson does. Yeah, like let me see if I can do it again. See, he seems dead. To be fair, there's a criminal boss battle going on. But yeah, in general, the city doesn't seem very populated from the gameplay they've shown. Let me see if I can find a PlayStation 5 for sale right now. Yep. Get PlayStation 5 right now. Multiple stores. just randomly check my phone. You can buy a PlayStation 5 right now. The issue is it's just really expensive.
Stay tuned later this week where we'll be digging into skill trees and how they work. For more from our Gotham Knights IGN first, check out the first 16 minutes
of
gameplay or how the developers built their Gotham City on 400 years.
Oh, this one's reasonable. This Martoxa website, I never heard of them before, but they're selling PlayStation 5s right now for $450.
But in truth, there are dozens of ways to make them
$450 a piece. You have $450. You can buy a PlayStation 5 right now.
Completely different high-level Red Hood builds.
That was just a random Google search.
Were working together, and they were reflecting.
So it's definitely getting better.
So our Red Hood,
It's just,
we wanted him to be aligned.
it's just the money.
with the rest of the family in that sense. He's still an angrier person, especially at the start of the story. But we
You'll get put in your scalper's pockets. It's not a scalper. It's literally a shopping website.
Walking the path of Batman.
I'm literally just looking at Google shopping results.
On board with the non-lethal strategy.
You cop that and flip it. You're right before you give a scalper a dime, as it should be.
Red Hood is our most range-focused.
Yeah, I was at no point was I considering buying it from scalpers. I knew if I was just patient, I would get a PS5.
And I would like to make them.
Yeah, I got mine day one. Like, I saw everyone going crazy with when they fumbled the pre-order stuff, and then I just got me a shopping tracker, a stock tracker, and just pre-ordered it as soon as it went up. Never had to worry about it. Something in front of you at GameStop, buying PS5, really want, you can find. Yeah, it used to be way worse. Now I think it's a lot easier to get one. It's just a matter of, do you have the money to shell out for it at this point?
There, that's it. This is it.
And which is valid, because, you know, times are hard right now, especially in America. Inflation going crazy right now.
The brawler skill
people can barely afford gas.
Combat, but more importantly, it's about powering up the fact that Red Hood is our largest character, and he's got the best grab and throw mechanics in Gotham Knights.
So I get that reason for not having a PS5.
Hand-to-hand focused skill tree. So
I already knew it was gonna be crazy press over quarantine. Yeah, everything locked down, nothing to do with play video games.
To get the most out of Red Hood.
PS2 better than P5. Cap. That's why we said rare John Smith dub, because he will immediately follow a dub with a huge L.
Taking your business elsewhere.
This man will forever drop a L immediately after a dub. Gas and beef jerky prices going at it hard right now. Gas, why that beef jerky? Holy. Not the beef jerky. You dropping low-key W's? Nah, you dropping high-key L's. As per usual. You're dropping L's, and they are in the highest key. Beef jerky, bacon pricing got you giving them Black Air Force energy.
Chosen hero in Gotham Knights. Stay tuned later this week, where we'll be digging into skill trees and how they work.
San Andreas,
For more from our Gotham Knights IGM first, check out the first 16 minutes of
Bro, you can play old games on
how the
PS5.
developers built their Gotham City on 400 years of history.
If you had your choice out of a P5, P2, definitely get a P5. You're gonna get amazing new games, and you're gonna be able to play amazing old games. Literally no reason to get a P5. Literally no reason to get a P2. Even if your favorite is P4 or P3, you can just literally just get a P5 and play P4 games. Keep it up the L ladder. He's sitting on top of the L ladder. He's living up there.
Reflecting this notion of the Bat family. So
he's literally living on top of the ladder.
We wanted him to be aligned with the intentions of the rest of the family in that sense.
This man is sleeping up top the L ladder.
At the start of the story, but we wanted them all to be on board with the general notion that we are in walking the path of Batman after his death, all of them are on board with the non-lethal strategy. So the marksman tree is kind of self-explanatory. It's really about dealing more damage at range. Red Hood is our most range-focused character out of the Gotham Knights.
So PS5 had no backward compatibility.
Guns with non-lethal rounds.
So if you want to play the older games, they've been rolling out
damaging as possible.
backwards compatibility. They've been rolling out the backwards compatible games through their new PlayStation Plus. Right now in the PlayStation Store, you can, if you have premium, you can stream, you can download, stream older games. I know you can get PS3 games. If you have the premium, tier. Well, built the whole condo on top of the hell ladder.
There. That's it. This is it. That's how that
I have the middle tier of the PlayStation Plus membership. So the only old games I get are PlayStation 4.
The brawler skill tree.
I just didn't feel like getting. I just didn't think it was worth it to me to get the premium.
Powering up the fact that Red Hood is our largest character.
Let me go get on Jet. Let me go on Jet.
Grab and throw mechanics in Gotham Knights. That's a really.
I mean, we get on John every day. this is just who he is.
So if you're into.
Do I have the 3D Pulse headset? Nah.
Invest early to get the most out of Red Hood.
So the funny thing is I easily got my PlayStation 5 for launch, but I couldn't find the Pulse 3D headset anywhere. Like it was much harder for me to get the Pulse 3D headset than the actual PlayStation 5. Every single time Pulse 3D headset sold out, couldn't get it anywhere. So I had to search for an alternative headset, and I ended up getting the V Sharks, which are apparently one of the best on the market. So I never ended up getting the Pulse 3D headset because I didn't need it. But yeah, they were surprisingly hard to get. Next event is for Avengers Thursday. Every 2 weeks, the events reset. So this is the last week for Tachyon Anomaly. Next one is Thursday. Gotham Knights, no crossplay. No crossplay for Gotham Knights. Turbo Man dolls are usually get from the PS5. Funny enough, I actually got a Turbo Man doll. I actually, when I was a kid, we were just randomly in Walmart one day, and we were walking through the checkout, and I saw a Turbo Man action figure just sitting there, just like in the movie. They sold them for a limited time. You get like the full Turbo Man action figure, just like it, and I copped it.
Gotham Knights may have 4 characters to choose from, but in truth, there are dozens of ways to make them fit your chosen playstyle. In this video, we're going to show you.
You get trials with the extra tier. No, you get trials with the premium.
Red Hood builds.
That's why I didn't get premium. Because game trials, I don't want game trials. I like how Game Pass just lets you download the game. I'm not paying for premium just so I can try out a game and then buy it later. Like that ain't happening. PS3 game stuff.
But we wanted
Then Bat wants to know your location.
With the general notion that we are in walking the path of Batman.
I mess with the PS5 remote. I've literally never used it.
Strategy. So the marksman tree is kind of self-explanatory.
The only PlayStation 5 accessories I had were like
Red Hood is our most
what came with the game, what came with the system, and I got the digital camera because this is when I was streaming and I had a really bootleg setup. So I was like, well, I'm gonna stream. I'll just stream off the P5 and I'll get the digital camera. But once I upgraded my setup, I had no use for it anymore. They be ready for Suicide Squad. I mean, save your money for a lot of games. If you're waiting for 2023, you have plenty of games to choose from. My most anticipated games for 2023 are definitely Spider-Man 2, Suicide Squad, and Jedi Survivor. I think those are going to be the big three for me. I don't catch his 2 dubs in the stream. He averages one small dub per stream and like 70 L's. 2023 is going to be a taxing year.
The brawler skill tree.
Well, I can save myself some money by skipping Xbox entirely. That's easy. And I know I should be able to get some of those games for free.
That's a really, sort of brutal hand-to-hand focused skill tree. So if you're
hopefully my money's better, so I'll have to work. So I don't have to worry regardless.
To get the most out of Red Hood.
The only game you're waiting for this year is Forspoken. All the other games come out when they come out. This year, Forspoken got delayed a while ago. That's coming out. That was supposed to come out in October too. Forspoken is not coming out till 2023. Wish I get money on God of War Collector's Edition. It will be worth it. Not what? Yeah, it'll be worth it when and I'm sure you'll enjoy it in 2023 when it ships to you. Knights of the Republic was coming out, but no more. Yeah, that game looks dead. What's up, Mr. Clean Kids? Chilling. Watching this fire Gotham Knights gameplay of Mid Hood. Definitely confirming that I'm going to be playing Robin and Batgirl first. Harry Potter, Gotham Knights, and COD. Yeah, I can't do Call of Duty. Never catch me playing Call of Duty.
That was just a taste of the different ways you can build out your chosen.
Don't know if you want to main Red Hood anymore.
Stay tuned later this week, where we'll be digging into skill trees and how they work.
Betting against Rocksteady?
From our Gotham Knights IGN
Never.
Burst,
Why would I bet against Rocksteady?
Gameplay or how the developers built.
I put Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League in my top 3 games next year. I'm not betting against Rocksteady at all. Rocksteady goes hard.
Gotham Knights may have 4.
Is someone betting against Rocksteady?
But in truth, there are dozens
Show
of ways
yourself.
to make them fit your chosen playstyle. In this video, we're going to show
Who dares
you
bet against
choices
Rocksteady?
with gameplay of 2 completely different high-level Red Hood builds.
They would describe their premium service for $28. Next time you play, pays January. Cool, not to having purchased many of the games you wanted to play, like Miles, etc. Rocksteady, one of the best game developers, even though their last game was 7 years ago. That's true. They take their time.
He's still an angrier person, especially at the start of the story.
Plus, it didn't help that Warner Brothers kind of imploded. Like, it was some questions about what was going to happen with Rocksteady after the whole Warner Brothers Discovery situation.
Red Hood is our most range.
Think Red Hood gonna be fire? IGN players are trash. I don't think it's the players. I think it's just this is just what the game is gonna look like. This is how the combat's gonna look like.
As damaging as possible while
hopefully the performance issues are kept to a minimum. But I already know launch day, Gotham Knights is definitely gonna have some bugs in the multiplayer. I mean, if they have bugs in the trailer, that's supposed to be like their big high-end showcase, they're definitely gonna have them in the main game. The question is, how bad are they gonna be? When Chris Dog and Amos is involved in the game, you get worried. Or as you might get Harry Potter because that's a magic and open world. I always thought Harry Potter was too nerdy. You thought you're watching a grown man watch a video game being played by someone else in his underwear. I don't think you should be concerned with nerdy. Harry Potter goes hard. Great series. Definitely recommend the books over the movies.
is about melee combat, but more
But
important, it's about power.
the first few movies are pretty good.
Is our largest
First,
character,
mainly the first two.
and he's got the best grab and throw mechanics in Gotham.
Why is his only dodge on his knees?
Sort of brutal hand-to-hand focused.
That's where Red Hood likes to be.
You're into that style of play.
Probably why Suicide Squad takes place in Metropolis. Probably took assets from their Superman game and put it in Suicide Squad. Job at Hogwarts if you can't learn how to cadaver. They confirmed you can do unforgivable curses in Hogwarts Legacy. It's going to be a kind of a choose your own path sort of thing. You can be like, you can take the path of a light wizard. You can take the path of a dark wizard. There are way nerdier things than Harry Potter facts. Will this be crossplay? No crossplay. It looks trash. Wonder which version of Mad Max are we getting for multiverses? Solo game was way better than it should be. Hogwarts Legacy gonna be so damn hype. Yeah, I can't wait. If R. Kelly can't read, how do you write songs? You don't need to read to write songs. Just come up with the words, come up with the melody, and memorize it, or have someone write it down for you. Probably gonna be a dark wizard. Yeah, I'm gonna probably create Voldemort or a Scarlet Witch or something hype.
That was just a taste of the different
Evil Wanda, Evil Strange
hero in Gotham Knights. Stay tuned later this week where we'll be digging into skill trees and
or just
how they
myself
work.
on Demon Time.
For more from our Gotham Knights
Johnson's bet against Rocksteady.
check out the first
I mean,
16 minutes of gameplay.
he has to hit his L quota.
Their Gotham City on 400 years of history.
We're gonna show Hogwarts how American schools do it.
Gotham Knights may have 4 characters to choose from,
I don't think,
but in truth, there are dozens
I don't think you're allowed to have
of
guns in Hogwarts Legacy, so I don't think you're going to be able to show them how American schools do it. Hogwarts Legacy takes place in a magical world in the 1800s. There are no guns in fentanyl.
Made the decision, the Gotham Knights
So they're not going to get the American school experience, unfortunately.
Reflecting this notion of the Bat family. So our Red Hood, we wanted him to be aligned with the intentions of the rest of the family in that sense. He's still an angrier person, especially at the start of the story, but we wanted them all to be on board with the general notion that we are in walking the path of Batman after his death.
Thinking about with Nightwing.
All of them are on board with the.
Yeah, I was gonna play Nightwing last, but I think I have to revise my order. I think I'm gonna go Robin, then Batgirl, then Nightwing, and then we're saving Red Hood for last. The more I look at Red Hood, like when I saw him do his Kamehameha, I'm like, oh, that's pretty dope. But nah, I'm gonna have to save Red Hood for last. That be making you Wanda. Like, being a light wizard would be boring. Dang, y'all on Demon Time. Found out R. Kelly wrote so many hits, but he can't read children's books. That's so sus. True. Imagine Harry Potter with an AK-47. I'm sure isn't he in Fortnite? I'm sure Fortnite has Harry Potter. You could do it there.
I know that one hurt.
What's up, Mr. Peeler? How you doing? Didn't really say you're trying to show Hogwarts how their schools do.
That's how that works.
American school, wow, especially public school. If I have kids, they're definitely getting homeschooled. If I can't afford like an elite small private school or something, I'm definitely doing something homeschooled.
And he's got the best grab and throw mechanics.
Like the Bruiser build more.
That's a really, sort of brutal hand-to-hand focused skill tree.
More hands-on, less pew pew.
Play, it's a great place to invest early to get the most out of Red Hood.
Public school straight ass nowadays. Public schools was always pretty bad, but it's really going downhill. So Gotham Knights has unexpected content, boss fights. No, has any boss fight reveals. Oh, they showed one of the first reveals for Gotham Knights they had was Mr. Freeze.
Hey, look, more
We know
scumbag looking for a beat.
we know you're gonna fight Talon, and we know there's gonna be Mr. Freeze, and we're gonna get more villain reveals later. Wonder how many Boss Gotham Knights actually has. Yeah, we know Joker is in one of them, or the Riddler. Public school in a good area is fine. Yeah, in a very good. I mean, relatively fine. Like if you're rich, then yeah, your public school options are pretty good. You went to public school and you're rich.
That was just a taste of the different ways you can build out your chosen hero
But
in Gotham Knights.
the problem is
Stay
Mr.
tuned
Clean
later
Kids is
this
rich,
week where we'll be digging into
but he
skill
spends
trees
all of
and
his
how
money
they work.
on
For
he
more
spends
from
all
our
his money on
gameplay,
parties.
check out the first 16 minutes of gameplay, or how the developers built their Gotham City on 400 years of history.
Mr. Clean Kids never got money. He spent all his money
Knights may have four
on
characters
alcohol
to
and
choose
stripper
from,
poles.
But in truth, there are dozens of ways to make them fit your chosen playstyle.
And bottle
In this video,
service.
we're going to show you just this, with gameplay of two completely different high-level Red Hood builds.
Man, never got money.
We made
That you were.
the Gotham Knights collectively were working together.
Oh shoot! If you're rich, send some money my way.
Family. So
I wish I was rich.
we wanted him to be aligned with the intentions of the rest of the family in that sense. He's still an angrier person, especially at the start of the story.
I got bills to pay this month.
The general notion that we are in walking the path of Batman after his death. All of them are on board.
So Mario Subjav.
So the marksman tree is.
You meant. I mean, you can if you just watch this. I have it on a loop. It's literally only 4 minutes.
Most range focus.
This is a very short showcase.
Gotham Knights. So a lot of his abilities focus on.
For a Red Hood.
I have guns with non-lethal
rounds. There's a couple bugs, noticeable bugs in this showcase.
As possible,
but other than that, it looks okay. I'm just not very excited to play Red Hood after watching this. Your simple campaign was cringe. I liked it. Red Hood, where's the back credit card? Might become a Robin main. I'm telling y'all, I told y'all from the jump, Robin's going to be the way. I'm like, as soon as I saw that teleport, I'm like, Robin is the wave. Like, it's not even close.
There.
Robin looks way better than everybody. His costumes are fire. His traversal is fire. His combat looks crazy. So still never leaves the back cave without it.
The brawler skill tree is about melee combat, but more importantly, it's about powering up the fact that Red Hood is our largest character, and he's got the best.
The Batgirl, I'm definitely playing second.
In Gotham Knights, that's a really.
I need to get the Batgirl some reps as well.
So if you're into that style of play, it's a great place to invest.
Our gameplay looks pretty fun.
To get the most out of Red Hood.
Playing Red Hood day one, good luck. Could not be me. I already played Star-Lord and Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not in a hurry to do it again. Definitely gonna put a mask on Robin because it looks like one of these kind of people. Don't underestimate Red Hood though. He might have more fire gameplay. I think we've seen enough gameplay from Red Hood to pretty much know exactly what we're getting. Like we got 15 minutes a couple months ago of him and Nightwing, and now we got a showcase of 2 different builds. I think we have a pretty good grasp on what Red Hood's going to be like. You mean Batman Rocket skeleton skin? The Versus Strange. I don't even have a problem with the traversal. I just don't like his movement. They gave him a knife for a close range combat. After no killing. He's like the DC Razor Puncher. Yeah, the non-lethal bullets definitely rub some people the wrong way.
Stay tuned later this week where we'll be digging into skill trees and how they work. For more from our Gotham Knights IGN first, check out the first 16 minutes of gameplay or how the developers built their Gotham
Man got non-lethal bullets, non-lethal electricity. When will this be released? October 25th.
Gotham Knights may have.
Did I hear Bob was talking about new skin? Yeah.
But in truth, there are dozens of ways
yeah,
to make them fit.
Yeah, Bob. We were talking to Bob in the Discord about it, in the group chat about it.
Of two completely
he said
high-level Red Hood builds.
He keeps saying he doesn't. He keeps saying he doesn't know what it is yet, but I think he.
We made the decision. The Gotham.
But he won't tell us.
Collectively, we're working together, and they were reflecting this notion of the Bat family. So our Red Hood, we wanted him to be aligned with the intentions of the rest of the family.
This was lethal crime. Might drop in Gotham. Facts.
Part of the story, but we wanted them all to be on board with the general notion.
Well, I think of Titans. It was fine. I enjoyed Titans.
Batman. After his
for
death,
what it was,
all of them are on board with the non-lethal strategy. So the marksman tree is kind of self-explanatory. It's really about dealing more damage at range. Red Hood.
Yeah, the whole non-lethal thing in Gotham has a pretty bad track record because they can't keep any of the criminals in prison. They always escape.
And I would like to make them.
Winter Soldier Cap is the last thing you'll buy. It was the best thing in Titans. I enjoy Nightwing. I like the Superboy definitely helped a lot. I thought they did a really good job with him. Right with those other bullets. Day 450 main. If you get to it. What's up, T'Challa? Alright, we're gonna wrap it up for today, but appreciate y'all for hanging out. I got a video dropping right now that I'll leave you with. Tomorrow we'll go live for some Marvel talk. And at midnight or around that time, we'll get ready for that Embracer live stream about the future of the Avengers. Should be interesting. I'm Scott the Gamer, signing